When I was in high school, I lost valedictorian by just 3 votes. And now I'm a DJ. But let's rewind a little bit. Welcome back to my channel. Wow, I have not said that in a long time. But welcome back to my channel. If you're new, it feels so weird to say that. I'm Remy. I'm a dubstep DJ and music producer. I'm a baddie. I don't think that needed an intro explanation. Today we're gonna do a story time on how I became a music artist and DJ. Let's yap! If you're about that, you wanna stay and hang out a while, subscribe down below. The life path of a music artist is so interesting. I've always felt that my life's purpose is so much bigger than normal. When I was in high school, I joined pretty much every single sports team, every single club you could think of. I was that kid. At the end of grade 12, the teachers nominated 3 students to run for valedictorian. And I felt like this is my moment. I had started getting really into spoken word poetry. Of course, in grade 12, I had a breakup. I feel like all my greatest life's accomplishments come after going through a breakup. Like, I just do better after some loser has fumbled me. So I was really into writing at the time, but I didn't win. I was disappointed. I strongly felt like my voice was stunted. I had always been making and editing videos when I was in middle school. I'd have my friends come over after school and we would put on some Katy Perry or some Kesha and we would direct an entire music video and record it ourselves dancing in my room and putting on fun costumes. So making videos was always something I was passionate about and wanted to do. 3 months later, I started a YouTube channel. I convinced my boyfriend at the time to start a couple's YouTube channel. I was carrying the team though. I always knew I wanted to do it by myself, but I think I just needed his support to start. So then I pivoted and I changed the YouTube channel name and now it was just mine. I pivoted again and I became a fitness influencer. And I actually did kind of well. I popped off a little bit on TikTok. So around 2020, 2021, I was working for this electronic company and I kind of became the TikTok person. But it wasn't until I actually stopped working at that company that I was like, wait a minute. I'm kind of good at this on my own. I'm gonna start making rave vlogs. Okay, I switched locations. This is what happens when you live at home with your parents. You end up switching locations. Back in my basement, what's up? Anyway, I didn't really know where this was going and me in my 23-year-old brain could not see myself outgrowing this and it wasn't really looking to the future. So it was like October 2023 and one of my, acquaintances at the time had made a comment like, oh, well, this is a hobby. You're gonna grow out of this. And like, they didn't make this comment to me, so I heard about it from my other friend and I was like, huh? A hobby. Oh, okay. Bet. So October 2023, the opportunity kind of presented itself for me to learn how to DJ. So I did. By December, when it was my birthday, I got my own mixer. I really wanted to get better at DJing and I wanted to put myself out there. So I started cold emailing venues in Toronto. For the first few shows, I had the opener spot. Eventually, over time, I kind of thought, well, how do I go from being the first opener DJ to being the direct support or even the headliner? And I realized that the missing piece is making music. Learning music production was super daunting. I can honestly say I've learned something new at every single set or show that I've gone to. Learning all the terms, opening up a digital audio workstation, a DAW, was just like, whoa, what is this computer stuff? I've never played video games. I've never been on the computer like that. So all these different buttons, all these different functions, it was so much. It was honestly so much. At the end of 2024, in the midst of my horrible, god-awful relationship that was just like draining the life out of me, I was like, I'm ready to take this to the next level. Sometimes you gotta be knocked down to rock bottom and be so heartbroken, be so hurt, be left all alone, be abandoned, isolated to really look at yourself in the mirror and go, who am I now? Emotionally, 2025 was brutal. I was stuck in a cycle. It took me back to when I was in grade 12 and I was going through that other breakup in high school. Write about it. That's how you're gonna get through this. Write about it. So I picked up my pen, I picked up my paper, and I wrote Dream of Me. This is the moment where I become who I'm meant to be and who I've been growing into for the last few years. Growing up, my favorite artists were Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift. I love the way they can emote their heartbreak and their intense feelings without filtering themselves into their music. And I think that's what makes them so powerful and compelling as artists. And also, they're both Sagittarius. We kind of have that vibe about us. We have that vibe like, you're gonna break our hearts? Okay, fuck it. Like, here's a whole album. It was so clear to me at that point that I needed to make a breakup EP. In 2025, I was outgrowing the old rave content creator that I used to be. I don't go to all the raves every single weekend. I don't get drunk anymore. I don't even drink. My content was all over the place in 2025 because I was trying to figure out what my message is. The second I released Dream of Me, it hit me like, follow your heart. That's my brand. Follow your heart. be who you are, feel how you feel, follow your heart. It was that moment, November 5th, I was like, I'm going to be a music artist. 2025, the year of the snake, was all about shedding the old skin, letting go of the past. I'm not the rave content creator that I was once before. So 8 years ago, I lost valedictorian, and I always thought I had more to say. If I had won valedictorian in grade 12, I might have peaked, and that might have been my one moment. But I think the universe was saving everything that I have to say for later. And I think now is that later. And that's basically how I became a music artist. And I'm still in phase 1 of that. I'm gonna leave you with this great quote: whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Feminine Rage Revolution out. See you guys in the next video. Bye!